Hello and welcome to a new video brought to you by stampinsandyh.com. My name is Sandy and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. The card that I'm going to show you is another one in this series with the Circus stamp set and the vanilla hodgepodge hardware that's on sale this week. The card that I'm going to show you looks like this using the same technique as I've done in the other cards. So if you've missed any of the other videos, head to stampinsandyh.com or on YouTube. My name is stampinsandyh, so you can look me up that way as well. But let me go through and show you how to make this card. I'm starting with a base of the vanilla cardstock. So my cardstock measures 11 inches long by 4 1/4 wide. Folded directly in half gives you this size of 5 1/2 inches tall, 4 1/4 wide. I've used the same technique as my other cards, stamped some of the images from the Circus stamp set. This color is the new raspberry. This color here, the orange, pumpkin pie, and also the chocolate chip. The next thing I would like to do to the card is use my eyelet edge punch and punch off the edge. So I'm just going to feed my card into the punch, and I punch one time and then I just scoot along and match my eyelet edge with the guides on my punch. And one last little time, I got a little hair hanging in there, and that's good to go. The next thing that I'm going to do for you is show you how to make that little piece with the vanilla hodgepodge, this little section in there. How do I do that? Well, first of all, I stamped Happy Birthday on a scrap of Very Vanilla. I'm going to punch him out with our new modern label punch. So tip him upside down, punch him out. Then I grabbed my pieces out of my hodgepodge hardware. This is that square frame that is in the vanilla hodgepodge hardware. And I'm just going to rest him over top of those stuck out pieces, if you want to say, from the hodgepodge kit. So I'm laying them on there, and I'm going to tip it over and go to the back side. And if I can hold it straight, go ahead and punch through that hole that's in the hodgepodge piece. Alright, then I can go ahead and feed a brad through there, through the hole and through that hole, okay? And that will secure down that left-hand side, or right-hand side, excuse me. Go to the other side, do the exact same thing. It's a little easier the second time because your little piece of cardstock is being held down. And again, feed the piece of cardstock through with the vanilla hodgepodge, and you end up with a little image that looks like this. Now going to a label punch that we have had in the past, this label punch right here. I'm going to punch out of a scrap of rich raspberry, and I have that piece. What I'm going to do then with that piece is put some adhesive on the back side of that one and decide where I want that whole little contraption to set on my card. Okay, and something like so. Okay, then what I'm going to do is add this piece to my card. Alright, I want it to sit about like so on there. I could have waited and punched all of these pieces through all the way to the back of my card, but boy, when you're trying to hold on to too many things, something's going to get lost or not end up where you would like it. So what I do to secure this piece to my card is using glue dots. Now, I don't know if you've ever bought the mini glue dots. I think they're like 300 of them or something for $3.95. All you do is find a glue dot. Hopefully, camera's focusing on that one right there. And take your cardstock and smash it to the glue dot. All right? If you'd like to, you can do two. So two there. And two there. One thing I've noticed with the vanilla hodgepodge, with the painting that's done to it, it's kind of slippery, so sometimes those things don't want to stick to it, but it ends up working out. Alright, and then just center that piece over that like so. How's that for you? I think I got it on the layer a little crooked, but I'll straighten it out. off video, and then you'll be able to see what it looks like finished and straight, but the concept works the same. The next thing I have for you is 2 pieces of rich raspberry ribbon. They both measure 6 inches in length. I'm going to flip one of them over and put adhesive on each of the ends and then a little bit on this left side, and I'll show you why in just a second. Using my grid paper, I'm going to use that to line up my card and just pick a grid, and I lined it up on the bottom, and then I'm going to pick a grid to line it up to for the ribbon. So something like that line right there I think will work good, especially once I straighten out my element. Okay, and since I put a little tape in there, that holds down the ribbon there. All right, then what I'm going to do is open up my card, and then the ends of my ribbon will go to the inside of my card. All right, I'm going to take my piece of ribbon here, and I am going to feed it under this first piece and tie. Then using our magic Stampin' scissors that cut so nice, I will just go ahead and trim the ends of that ribbon. All right. The next thing I'm going to do to cover up the ends in here and to add a little bit of an edge to the bottom is I have a piece of rich raspberry paper. It measures 4 1/4 across, 2 3/4 inches tall. I'm going to add some adhesive to the top, and then I'm going to go up a little ways and add the adhesive there. And let me show you why I do that. Go ahead and open up your card and line it up with the bottom inside of the card, and the next thing you're going to do is shut the card. And when you shut the card, then now the edge is exactly at the bottom because you lined it up with the inside of the card. And the other thing is by putting the tape up a little ways here, then you don't have tape showing on the bottom here. So there's my finished card. I'm going to straighten out my element, take a snapshot of it. You can view the finished card at stampinsandyh.com, and you know how you got to this video, Stampin' Sandy H on YouTube. Hope to hear from you soon.